Hey peeps, Pinkolol16 here and another blooper of Starman3's to commentate over. We're up to part 3 of Blooper 40. And the first scene is very inconsistent to what we were told last video, where his friends fell in the second trap. Or, you know, they didn't actually fall into the trap came to them. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's
Okay, Starman3. Stay safe and do not go out of the door, or else the tank will kill me. Starman3.
again with the not full color codes. If you don't understand what I'm talking about here, Pascal's hair is yellow because he filmed Starman3's scenes, his own scenes first, and then he filmed Pascal's. Or technically, he could have just switched the color codes, which would have done the same thing. Basically, Pascal's color code was literally only the values on his everything but his hair and his face. Because Starman3's face is the same, so is Pascal's. As such, there is no need for a color value there in his eyes, but the problem is, without those color values, the game will think it's the last thing that you put it on. So that's what causes the yellow hair, because it sees Starman3's hair as being the value that has overwritten it, there's nothing else in Pascal's code to overwrite what has already been overwritten, so it leaves what's been there because that's already been there, but it rewrites the rest. So essentially, because there is no value there, there is nothing to write to the hair address to say, we want this to be brown. Pascal's hair is not actually yellow. It's an error because Starman3 can't understand how to make a color code properly.
Go out of the door. Watch out. Don't let tank see you.
I think going out the door is still a pretty bad option as it is. What would you rather be? Stay in a room and be safe, or go out the door and risk death, no matter if he can see you or not?
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, even you realize the sense of this, but like, he's probably gonna vanish because you can't consistensize anything. That's a verb now. Or a word.
Pascal, are you insane?
No, he's not, because apparently he's a ghost.
I can't go out of the door and the tank will get me.
No matter if he's there or not. God, have some sense, Pascal. No, really, in story, you should.
Starman3, there's no time to be a coward.
Are you seriously kidding me? The only power Starman3 has at this point is firing some weak little puny fireballs. That is not enough to destroy a tank. He will die.
Here, just go out and be the hero and kick the tank
And be the hero. That's not a script line. Are we going to be as lazy as part 2?
in the balls. Pascal, what if tank have ball of steel?
We don't. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
I'm not going to answer that. Pascal.
Yes, because that will just mean death. If it's a tank, which is very assumed by the grey colour palette he has, then wouldn't kicking him be completely pointless?
I will go out of the door, but you will regret.
Yep, and then I'll stay with you forever and we'll be ghosts living in this room together. But don't worry, Starman3, you're not gonna die because Starman3 doesn't want you to actually die.
Let's just go.
Don't feel any pain, don't die, you know, that make him feel like he's the God Almighty, the center of the universe. If he's dead, everyone's dead. Which is why I kind of have this theory that it all happens in his head. And he's in a comatose state. What the hell?
Where where'd they go?
Yeah, because you can't consistentize your story.
Maybe I should go check in the window.
Didn't you say there weren't any windows?
I hope nothing happened outside. But still, let's just go check out the windows.
There aren't any windows. What the hell happened to the supposed flood that happened before? Didn't you say there weren't any windows? That's why I suggested the door. It's probably Sinbad.
Oh, shoot. I forgot. There are no windows.
Duh! Wouldn't you be able to see them if they were there? And no, I don't mean at the front because that's not what they don't connect to the inside.
But, look up there. There's the Prince of Peace window.
No, that's a crystal thingy that you see in castles and other places. Also seen in churches. That's not a window, that's a transparent thing. You wouldn't be able to see clearly out of that because that's not what it was made for. That's not a tank. What? That's not a window, I wanted to say. When did you go outside? Whenever he decided to just walk outside, even though he was warned like a couple bloopers ago, don't walk out the door because blooper stoppers are all over the place. I guess he didn't believe him because of how little they intervened into anything.
Nikki is in trouble. What should I do? What should I do? Oh crap.
Maybe use your fireballs!
Help him, or should I stay away?
Oh wait, he's forgotten they exist.
See if Nikki beat him. We don't know.
I don't know is not scripted, and I don't think it looks like he can defeat him at this point. And how would you know? Didn't you invite him into the castle so then you could, you know, keep him safe?
Hey Jacob, maybe we should go outside. I hear the voice of Nick Luigi calling help.
I hear the voice of Nick Luigi, even though that's not scripted. Oh, for God's sake! This is gonna be as lazy as part 2. See what I mean? He couldn't even bother to, hear clearly spoken script lines, by the way, to actually decipher them into written text. I'm pretty sure I would be able to figure this out, and I pre-write my scripts in any video I make. I mean, this is ridiculous. Starman3, yes, I know, is deaf. But, like, when you're talking script lines as clear as some things like Netmancy or Michael and he's killing script lines off of people and completely rewriting the script just to make it shorter. Like, couldn't you have just made the text smaller? It's not that hard.
Frankie Fox.
Yep, Frankie Fox, some random guy that's gonna be new. Also, this is the Luigi model that's been a thing and he's never gonna use this again.
You look like me.
Luigi, for the last
And the only time you're gonna see custom textures before they start using the high-res textures.
time, I don't look like you!
Yes, because you have green shoes. And a very red face with custom textures. Also, they're gonna start pointing out the similarities between color codes. Very pointlessly in the next couple videos. Yeah, that's a big head code. Well, that was very pointless.
Nikki.
Where the hell is Tank? Shouldn't he be, like, on top of him right now?
It's time to kick the tank bar.
Is Tank, like, EXE not responding right now? Because that's the only he was chasing him before. He should be, like, on top of Nikki right now. That's just common sense. Why would he just bug out now unless Nikki managed to punch him in the face or something?
Yes, I really need your help. I can't do it alone.
This is the child. Yep. See what I mean about referencing other games? We're just gonna cut universes because why not? Inspector Bonk, by the way, is Neki. I think he had a Skype account, but he never used it. And the last I remember of him, he was more grown up than how he is now. Or we could have actually done it in, you know, in this really epic Custom City 4 fight sim. I know we had to put gameplay footage from another game that half of his audience probably may not play. Nice chat here. Whenever that happened.
Hey, Yuri brother!
Hey, freaking thought, there's a
Nice text lag.
new meeting. It's about Starman3's. We watch 6. Let's go.
Don't you mean you're gonna start a meeting? Even though, once again, we're gonna start another meeting for some reason.
Okay, today we're talking about the Simon's weather.
The only way you would know that MNC's name is Simon is truth is, and the fact that the color code is there, you would have no idea who Simon is if, you know, you hadn't watched his videos before, and if you hadn't realized that MNC there is actually the supposed Simon.
Starman3 watch 6. He got killed doing and Blooper stop a fight.
Yes, because he made the dumb idea of sending him out alone. And he just teleported back in to have a scene about the door.
Yeah.
I heard about Sinbad might be alive or might be kidnapped.
Wait.
See, more of this, let's have them die and then let's have them actually be kidnapped or something. This is just getting ridiculous at this
Wait a
point.
minute. Freaking boss. What did you just say?
He said that he may have been alive or kidnapped, just like you a couple of bloopers ago. Did you completely forget how your instance went?
I think he got kidnapped by Blooper's toppers. That's why I heard. Maybe for more.
Yeah. You made the rumor up yourself, buddy. And also, Frankie is gonna, like, appear for this here now, and then he's probably, and then he's never gonna appear again.
Do you know
This is his video, and then it's never gonna be again.
where he is? Unless you have to tell me that.
I think Sinbad is in the Blackwood HQ.
Let's just make it... Oh, also, let's start with behind-the-scenes stuff. Hold on, let the actual script line go.
Black Plus is dead, but Ken is retiring from the Black Plus, but he gave me the leadership of a Black Plus, so I am the leader of a Black Plus.
You say that 3 times, but the script line only mentions you saying it twice. That aside, like I said, behind the scenes, Black Plus is dead. It had a thing that happened for a period of time where eventually it would just die. And, they had conflicts in the past with it. In this past, in this now. So yes, him appearing in that character select thing before was totally and completely pointless now because he is never going to appear in these videos at all. And also, let's just start bugging this info out of nowhere.
But one question. How can you find Sinbad?
What kind of way are you wording that? If he's in the supposed old Black Plus HQ and they're asking how they can get there, then okay, but that's not a very good worded sentence that has multiple contexts that makes you look dumb.
Simon, that's a good question.
No, it's not, because that's a very badly worded question. And it means multiple things, one of which meaning how do we find Sinbad even though we were just told where he is could be one of the contexts, because nothing is explained properly.
I think Starman 316 is
Even though it doesn't mean that.
in Blooper stop at headquarters.
Wait a minute, didn't you say he was in the Black Plus old HQ or whatever?
So we gotta
Lol, I love how they just figure out where his location is immediately.
find him and save him. And we can kick the Blooper Stopper ass.
You can just figure out that my mind is in a confusion warp right now because they're just constantly doing these things.
I know he's still alive. He can take care of himself. Well, I hope he will be.
You're Starman3's. You're to live there, Future Rangers and Fury Rangers. You
Fury. Okay, I guess that's better than what it's actually trying to say.
can do anything with your own power along with us. We can fight
Along
Blooper
with us.
Stoppers. If we work in team, of course.
And nice adding the script line even though it wasn't actually said. Or it might have just been a garbled mess.
I think we shall dance before the people back.
Yes, we needed more of this song because it apparently wasn't funny when Mario did it that time. Well, okay, I guess it could be funny to give them humor. They don't need to be drab villains the whole time. Also, you would probably be asking the question, why don't they reveal themselves in their own base? Maybe they're fearing the YouTube Rangers are onto them, you know, that these scenes are probably their look onto this, even if for some reason they don't know anything. But, assuming that they think somebody could be looking, they don't reveal themselves until later for some reason. And it's not even supposed to be the doppelgangers at this point, so like, that's not even a thing. They're just actually supposed to be the cloaked people they're supposed to be, no matter if they're doppelgangers or not.
What are you doing?
Starman3. Somebody get him.
Wait for the bus stopper. I have something to give you.
What is it? What did you want? We did this to joke or something.
I don't know, because it's not a joke, because it's like he's your worst enemy, but like he's not even doing anything.
Happy greed. A boot to the head.
A boot? What?
Yeah, because this is gonna be a thing! It's a skit!
Gotcha. See you later, suckers.
And apparently he can teleport.
Wait a minute. I've been here before.
Wait a minute, couldn't you have just gone down into the castle moat, because isn't that where it exists? You went here before to save that Yoshi kid who's now gone. He went off with JD and then they both had a life.
Say Ben. I knew it. Say Ben was still alive. Say
The script line says I think, which makes less sense than what you actually said.
Ben. I come in.
Yes, we need to have these jokes in the most inappropriate of situations.
Don't. Here we go. Now the time to save Ben here. I can hear it from a mile around here.
I can hear it from a mile around here. Oh my god, I'm so lazy, I can't script. He puts effort into this, but not actually deciphering his own script lines properly. And by effort, it's just him using the vanished cap and him wandering through in gameplay footage. To Sinbad, it would have looked like he teleported. Moon jumping because he can't play for crud. Again, moon jumping because he can't play for crud.
See Ben.
Why aren't we seeing a CC? Oh, and don't worry, I think he's gonna die again, I think.
Say Ben.
Pretty sure it's him or somebody else.
Enough chit chat. Let's go before Blooper Stoppers spots us.
You got it, say Ben.
Yeah, because it's not like he distracted them above and did nothing else.
Whoa, JD, what are you doing here?
Dude, don't even
So what?
mention that thing about that crazy guy who's trying to get out of jail.
Okay, Alberto, I'll try that, but,
What is this?
okay, here I go. Okay, here goes nothing.
This is a very pointless scene.
Yeah. Oh my god. I passed. I passed. I'm free. At last, after the 3 stinking weeks inside of there, I am free.
What is this?
You hear me?
I am moon jumping.
Free.
Gosh, you sound like a really worse Charmy. Stop. Yep, more of these flagpole jokes. Because we didn't have enough of this already in a really inappropriate scene. We need to repeat the scene because apparently it's not funny enough. And it's not pointless enough. Ugh!
Jacob, did you say that weird furry committing suicide?
He didn't commit suicide. Starman3 killed him. He dropped him in the air and then put him on the flagpole because we need to kill people
Yep.
in the most inappropriate of situations. Sinbad is supposed to be getting free, and then for some reason we have some guy jumping. Don't even try and explain to me how inappropriate that is.
That must have been Dumb-Time's boyfriend. Kiyo's wolf.
Yeah, and you said that right, boyfriend.
And?
He's gay.
Obviously. And apparently they have love for each other, even though Dumb Time ran away from him in the blooper he last appeared in before part 2.
I hate gay furries. No offense to you, Jacob. I like normal
See? Best Canadian wolf. It's gonna be a thing!
furries. You're the best Canadian wolf ever.
Good enough as a friend that you're still gonna stay with him even after this whole thing is over.
I'm glad you're home, Ben.
And apparently you weren't dead.
Now speaking of that, where are Mario Brothers?
They're not here because we need to continue to promote every single color code you have in your cheats list.
I think they're in the room dancing the sexy bitch song.
Here we go again.
Yep, we need more of this because apparently we haven't laughed the first 2 times it was done. Starman3, the channel of the repeated jokes. I'm not even gonna bother turning down the volume here. If I get copyright thingies, oh well, it's Starman3's fault too. He's the one who actually put it in the video. I just gonna say it's not mine though.
What are you guys doing?
Dancing to a joke that's already been done twice.
Oh no, Alberto. That's not what you think.
What does he think? What's this psychic link thing again?
They were dancing against the Prince of Peach and the Prince of Daisy.
Okay, I would think it's actually Princess Peach Windows, but there is no Peach and there is no Daisy here. And in Daisy's case, there wouldn't be any Daisy unless you were talking about in the context of now because of that model that released some whatever while ago. But even then, wouldn't you be dancing to the windows? Not the windows. The, well, I guess you could call them windows, but I'm not sure what exactly you could call them.
Woohoo! Yeah,
It's these things, and apparently model change.
Mario is right. We're dancing to the Prince of
He thought it was high qual for a bit, and then started to not use it anymore. Honestly, in my opinion, I really don't like it. It looks like Waluigi.
Peach and the Prince of Daisy.
Way too tall for Mario.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And apparently we're back to Starman3 voicing Luigi.
If it needs up at my room, that's what it will stop us to do the next thing to you guys. It'll Starman
I can't even decipher this script line. How the hell could Starman3 do this?
3 friends. So hurry up and tell Starman3 and
I think Starman3 is pretty aware at this point that they've declared war. And didn't he say he was going to declare war against them? How long are we going to pad this out? I'll tell you when. To part 5, because apparently 5 is a thing. It's not like he can start it in part 3 or whenever. No, he has to do it in part 5, and we'll pad out however much he can until then.
whatever.
And we're totally not inconsistentizing the model already. No!
Luigi, no. I think we will stop it. Something no good.
Nah. Haven't you been fighting them for the 6 bloopers they've been around?
I think we have to tell Starman3 and
I think he's pretty aware at this point. Why do they think he's not aware? He's been the one grabbing all the screen time off of them. I think they'd be pretty aware that he's dealing with things.
news. So, come on, Luigi. Let's go. Oh, shit. Mario, you're right.
Keep it PG.
We got a wine Jenga.
Not really. It's sort of an M right now. I'm using Australian rating system. Anyway, since we're at the end of the video, see you. Have a good day. Peace. And I'll see you in Roblox Goes Crazy 18.
Don't miss part 4. Woohoo!